to be, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Yeah, do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his first look is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on. Two.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. 11.
Play action. Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run again with Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side, too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. There he goes, left side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll let this go for Adams. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here we go.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
13. Hey, alert. Get out.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 16-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it is 28-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Pickett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tyree Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 36 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. That is caught, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
11. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
12.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is gonna wind up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's another carry for Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 42-0.
Steelers 42, Raiders nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson, 32 yards. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
13.
First down, Las Vegas.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This is caught inside the
15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer,
48 yards.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They hand this off to Harris. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And a good-looking run there as they'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 56, Raiders 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
65,
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Las Vegas.
Garoppolo going to change the look here. Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Wait.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers earn the win at home, as we say.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on the check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay black, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that. Sometimes I keep it inside.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Chris Wormley able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now it's Fields. It's complete to Brown, right side. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off play action. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line. To throw is Fields. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chris Wormley. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and
right away, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the rookie 3rd rounder from Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Fields. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. On the give, this is Harris.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Off-play action. Here's Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. He'll get this down to the 38. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The Spears with another carry. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Fields on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That one's taken in by Spears. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
On the option, here's Spears. A nice little juke. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Goff's throw is complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st down, Goff. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. To the sideline and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Fields on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. A short one there, caught by Granson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now it's Goff. A short one there, caught by Granson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Play action. It's Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. the first down and move the chains. Now gone. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On first and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Fields. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second. They'll be down to one remaining here in this first half. This is taken at the 23. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Goff on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hodgins in motion. Now a first down throw. Gone. Short throw. It's Higbee. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on the punt for Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields.
incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because
it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They run again with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. That is caught.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Harris.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this time he is in.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Spears.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3 quarters in the books.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Fields.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. On the toss, it's Spears. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one is never in doubt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Shoves him aside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Fields throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Fields. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's first down. Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Hand off to Spears. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Second down, 8 yards to go. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They go again with Scott. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now first and goal. Scott will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And this is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's first and 10. Now it's gone. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Goff. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Derek Hall brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.